Hey, welcome back, guys. This, as you know, is a channel about software engineering, web development, programming, just tech in general. Maybe about lifestyle as well from time to time. I don't know. It depends on my mood, what I want to talk about. But today I want to talk. It's more. It's gonna be more like a rant actually about startups. Okay, start. Well, what do you call these people who create small tools, market them, sell them, and then what is it called? Nomads? What I don't know. There is this thing going on that you can write a large software in couple hours or couple of days that would have otherwise taken I don't know months to make. Okay, well first of all, if a software took months to make, there is a reason for that. Okay, don't people think it's just because there's cloud, there's ChatGPT and all these tools. Um, and they're working on new software. That's a keyword, and they're working on a new software. They can go in a company, then they can also work on a super large code base in teams. That's not true, and a lot of people are selling this idea. That oh look, something that would have taken me otherwise months to build, I build it over a weekend. Well, what the hell are you talking about? Really, like it's so frustrating to hear that these things as a developer. It just makes me insane because there is other developers as well who are not kind of experienced like me. I mean, I'm kind of experienced, but there is people who are less experienced, and they hear things like this, and they get insecure. It's insane. These people start feeling secure, then they're like going well, they're following wrong people on Twitter who are telling the same thing again and again. I built this overnight, I built this in a couple hours, I wrote 3,000 lines of code in I don't know 2 hours. And fine, I can write 3,000 lines of code in 10 minutes. All I have to do is compose the dependencies. Okay, so it's just so much blatant lies. It's just unbelievable, and it makes me insane to seeing people like these. And I'm not gonna name. There's a lot of bunch of people on Twitter who are talking about this. I can build this. I can build this game. I can do this. I can do this in so little time. And then we as software engineers who are actually working in teams on large code bases, we're looking at it and we're like, what are you talking about, man? All you've done is just um, instructed AI to build a new code base, right? It's a fresh new code base built of snippets, small snippets. You go in AI and you instruct it, and it writes you the boilerplate and gives you the initial code. Then you make some changes. But the point is, you have the idea, you know exactly what you're building, right? If I ask you to build a financial software tomorrow, and you're not used to building financial softwares, then I so you will build the way you build the database is going to be completely wrong because you're not used to build those things. But so these people who are building these sites in 10 hours, 20 hours, or over the weekend, they can build it because they understand the product. It's a small tool, right? There's not so many dependencies, so many things happening here and there, relying on external service. There is a microservice running on the other side. You're waiting for the data. There is a background process. There is queues running, and there is a long running processes elsewhere on Amazon. None of this is happening. It's a simple tool you're building, a tool that only does one thing, and then you're telling the whole world that, oh, I built this over a weekend. And then the people, developers, are looking like they're actually looking, and they're like questioning their own skills. They're like, if this guy can do it over the weekend, why can I not? Well, you cannot because you don't understand the product. If you did understand the product, you would probably do it over the weekend as well. Okay, using GPT, LLM, right? So it just drives me insane. What else? Yeah, let me actually. Mm, what's that guy's name? I forgot his name. He's always bragging about. Yeah, yeah. His handle starts with level CO levels. That's why he goes by levels. Um, yeah. Yeah. I mean, whenever I see his tweet history, it's just insane. All this guy is doing is, well, I cannot kind of tell you what this guy's doing. what this guy is doing is telling you that products can be built in a couple hours, and you don't need this, you don't need that. Maybe they can if you're building a new software from the scratch, because it's very easy to build new software. It's super difficult to maintain a software that's been built by 20 different people and they're not even in the company, and that's the reality of most developers, right? You just inherit the new code base, and then you have to understand, you have to make sense of the things, you have to make sure you don't break things. But what this guy is doing, if you break something, like if there's zero people using initially, then it makes what's going to happen, um what is yeah, this guy is selling his kit to build software faster. Yeah, I'm insane. Insane claims, actually. So if you're a developer, if you're a software engineer, don't fall for this guy. Don't be scared of what these guys are saying. It's difficult to build software. It's easier to build something that you actually understand. Let's take a really simple example. If you're building a calories app, it just counts the, I don't know how many calories you burned and all that stuff. You can build it. The reason you can build it is because you understand, you know what the calorie is, you know how many, what's the basic metabolic rate is, and you just put together something and it works, right? But when you work on a larger code base, even if you just even if you just took this calorie application and you expanded it, made it used by thousands of people, then you would have to think differently, right? You'd have, also you'll be working for a company, so you'd have to think really carefully. You can't break things, otherwise you'll let go. So this is a totally different ball game, and it just drives me insane. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think about people like this.